Hey traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just wanted to do a quick update on Bitcoin and the general market, some of the leaders in the market. I just wanted to have a look at the general feel of the market. Being today is the brand new start of a weekly candle, I wanted to go through the weekly charts on around about 20 different cryptos, some of them being the top ones. So here we are on the weekly chart, Bitcoin USD. Here we are looking at this. So I just want to keep it very basic and simple, but I just want to kind of get a feel for what the market is doing and where the market is at. So here's Bitcoin. I've got good support here off the 50, bang. Good candle setup there too. Good candle setup here, but didn't work. The last ones did, but this one didn't. So anyway, now where are we? We've closed below the 50 and the 9, and it looks like we're making, we are actually making new lows, lower lows from here. So here we've made an equal low. So let's have a look at that. So I'm looking at here, the L, the low on this one here. So the low is 39.6, and let's have a look here. The low is 39.650. So it's a fraction above. So by definition, we are still in an uptrend. But yeah, let's have a look at the short term here. So looking at the short term here, we've gone here, and then we've come up, and then we've gone down. So short term wise, we are heading in a downtrend. Mid-term wise, we are, or longer term really, we're heading in an uptrend. So yeah, anyway, just have a look at that. It doesn't look very positive. We are closing below, and trading below and living below the two moving averages that we use mostly. And we've got an increase in selling volume. Stochastics are oversold. They're coming out of overbought from this area here. So anyway, we'll just go through and have a look and see what some of the other cryptos look like. I've got a lot of alarms set for this one here. I'm just going to get rid of some of that jargon there. Here, up, down, up, down. Now we're trading below the 50 again. It's the same kind of story again. It just looks quite negative. Same here with Tezos. So just to let you know, I have a short here with Tezos that I've come down on, and also with Dot. I've got a short here as well with Dot as well. So if you have a look at this, there's a big green that's gone up, and then we've got Harami saying that the buying has stopped, and then we've got an engulfing pattern happen that's completely engulfed this buying day here. So, and I would spend a little bit of the time in the red. Now I'm back in the green a fraction. So I kind of got in around about these prices anyway. So we'll wait and see. See what happens. It looks a little bit negative to the start of the week, which isn't a good thing to go on the weekly. Here, ICP, this is the computer one. So I was looking at this at some stage before. But anyway, we come down, like this on the weekly chart again. So come down, and still things are looking very negative. Even here with this massive pop and a close above the 9, straight away close back below the 9, and we're looking at heading down again. So here we are by definition: high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. Wonder where we're going to go next. We'll wait and see. Here, this looks pretty good. See, there's a couple of these that do look pretty good actually. I think there's only about 2 or 3, but I don't mind this. We've got massive volume and candle coming off the 50 and closing above there. The only thing that I think is it's quite high. And if we have a look at this, if that's first base down there, second base here we're looking around about third base. And what do we usually find around about third base? Usually we find that, we could be having a double top here. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But if we do end up heading over the top here, like what I'd actually be looking for is something like, oh, there we go. That's my, is something like, up to there, down to here, and then back up. That's kind of like the sort of thing that I'll be looking for. I'm just going to get rid of that stuff there, and we'll just keep on going through. Here, this is another one that looks pretty good as well. So up, down, closing back above, and that's closed above. That's looking pretty good. That's it's nice. But how long is it gonna like that's gone up a long way. So that's gone up from 17 cents to $3.15, and then back down to $1.30, and now it's at $3.15. So it's good, but it looks extended to me. But could we get if that's leg 1, leg 2, leg 3? We could get leg 3 the same as leg 1. Who knows? We'll just have to watch this. And that looks pretty good. That closing candle above there, going through. So FTM definitely one to watch. And ATOM also another one to watch as well. This one here, yep, up nice. So that's trending up very nicely. Up to $1.60. I need to find out what some of these projects are about more so than, because that's gone up quite nice from April. I'll just see if I can get rid of that. Yeah, so from July, from 4 cents, say 4 cents to $1.30. That's some good gains there. Looking over here, yeah, that's pretty scrappy and messy. And also, it wouldn't surprise me if we kind of come back down bounce off the 50 and come back lower. Mana, I'm seeing that we got a little bit of support off Mana, and that's only from the top of this buying block here that stopped at that price right there. So right here is where it stopped, and we found support all the way along there. I'm hoping for a pop, nice big solid close above the 9, with a good closing candle. But then again, are we going to get that? Okay, yes, there is supply. Look, have a look at that when the supply ran out. Big pop. Is supply's running out again, or is this just people just don't want to sell because they're happy holding on to their prices here and they'll sell maybe down here, and who knows? We'll wait and see what happens with that. But it's holding its gains well, but not a very good position to be in. Here, trading below the 50 again. High, low, lower high, lower low. So by definition, we're heading down. And a little bit of red selling volume there on the increase. So uni, same again here. Yeah, just kind of quite negative really. And we are, that's the double bottom on that one there. So about $13 on the double bottom. Luna, straight up, so what from there? Going all the way up here, so we can get rid of that jargon on there. And yeah, that's gone straight up. Like, are we gonna have a breather? Are we gonna come back down to somewhere and then take off again? But that's man, even if on the weekly chart you were to get this at 11.75, look at it now, $84. This one here, I don't mind this one actually. This is a Harami saying that the buying has stopped, the selling has stopped, and it's a rocket booster saying that we're just about to take off. So I don't mind the look of this one here. Has it reached the low yet? I don't know, but it's kind of looking okay. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like on the daily chart. But what I want to do is go through and have a look at some of these here. Like some of these look okay, like this one here looks okay. The majority of them don't. There's a few of them that, look okay, only 3 or 4, and they're worthwhile having a look at. But, if Bitcoin takes off, then they'll probably be the first out the gate. But if Bitcoin doesn't take off, they'll be the last ones to fall through the 50 and head down. But, the chances are very high. If Bitcoin does, they will too. Clay, not much there. Here, do we get a bounce on the 50? Is there confluence past chart history? Yeah, there is kind of past chart history going back there. That's kind of like a little bit, I can see why they got, and now all my other drawings have come up. So, yeah, there's kind of like, that's gone over the top, that's gone over the top. We found support here and here on this one. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Anyway, great reversal there. Back down to the 50. Are we going to find support on the 50 and then take off from here? I don't know. We're in oversold, but we've got a lot of selling volume there. Dash was looking pretty good on the daily chart, but not so good on the weekly chart. Like, look at that. That's we've closed below the 50, and now we've come up to test the 50 again, and it's failed. Engulfing, we're heading back down. That's what the chart's telling us at the moment. Anyway, so up here, still making higher highs, higher lows, but yeah, I don't like it. Zcash, just not there. Matic, I do like Matic. I really want to be a part of Matic. I think that there's some really good things in this one, but and it's making low, high, high, low, high, high, which is good. And by definition, we are still making. We're still in an uptrend. So one to watch out for is Matic as well. Done some good trades on Matic, but just in this market environment at the moment, it doesn't look strong. Like just looking at that, everything's under the major moving averages and pointing down. If anything, we found a little bit of support. Shiba, that looks very much like that one I was just looking at, Mana. It's found support on that big buying block that closed there and come across here. So anyway, that's on the weekly chart. So looks like we just found support really. Cake, yeah, just found support again on that line there. Not much to talk about on that one. Not much to talk about on that one either. Found support. We'll see what happens. Here, quite scrappy really. And sand, found good support right at the top there, but I mean that's very high, but usually when we find, if I find that there's really good strong support really high up, then that means that nobody wants to sell up at these prices. Everyone wants to hold on to their sand that they've got, and they're expecting higher prices from this, so, but we'll wait and see, if we get higher prices. I mean, we can always buy the pop when it happens. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And this one here, I wanted to show this one as well. So let's just go back. We'll just shrink it up a little bit. So back down here, I think it was about June was around about where it all kind of started. We'll say from around about there. So August, somewhere around here, around about $3 mark. It's up to $45. But look at this on the weekly chart. This is probably about the best one that I've seen on the weekly chart. So we've got an engulfing that's closed above the 50 and the 9. Stochastics are oversold. No pop in volume, but that doesn't really matter on these. What we only need it with our best friend breakout when we got the best friend. Sorry, when we got the biggest volume. Whereas this one here, if we have a look, we can see that that's quite a nice are we coming back down to find support on the 9 and the 50? Because now, so in a situation like this, right, we've come down and we've got this, nice big pop here. So something fundamentally has changed with this trend. Like there's some big money behind the scenes here going, okay, time to move, and now's it. So they've bought in, and now, if there's any profit taking, they're really, really controlling the profit taking, to here. So what I would do in this situation is, I'll just show you. So I would go to, just draw it on here. So I would draw a line there. Actually, I'm going to get rid of all that other stuff and I'll start again. So now that other stuff's gone. So I'll just draw a line from here going across like that. And what I'll do is I'll move that one up there. So I've got a black line there, which is going to tell me where the 9 EMA is on the weekly chart. And then I got that one there, and I'm just going to change the color of that one there to make it a blue, like that. So now you can see on the weekly chart, I've just got an extension basically of my moving averages. And I'm going to go down to the daily chart and have a look and see what it looks like. See if there's anything there. So here we are on the daily chart. Look at that. So we've come up and we've found rejection. Ooh, so look at this. So here we are making, lows, high, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, oh, well, that's not quite yet. Lower highs, and it's gone across to there. So this is quite confusing, really, but I can see what's happened here. So we come down, lower highs, lower lows, and then all of a sudden we made a higher high on this one here. Like, it's only a fraction, but it is a higher high. And then we've come down, and now we've made another higher high. So we've beaten these lows and we've beaten both of these highs. So something fundamentally has changed in this one. So it'll be worthwhile finding out FTT what the go is, if there's any without avoid the hype at all costs. Believe me. But here we've got a reversal that's happening. How far down are we going to come down on this reversal? It would not surprise me if we were to see something like like support be found somewhere around that. Somewhere around there, say. So if it came back down and found support at 43.60, I might even put an alarm there actually, just to so about 43.70, somewhere around there. So if it comes down to there, I'll have another look at this and have a look at on the 4-hour chart. So now on the daily chart, I'll be going to this line here, the long one, and have a look at the 4-hour chart to see if I can see any solid, engulfing reversal patterns happening off this line here. And if it does, I might be able to get an early entry for the daily. But now I've got to ask myself the question, okay, well, Bitcoin is doing what it's doing. Do you really want to buy now? And to be honest, the answer is no. Like, why would I want to own something when the market is going, like in a downtrend? And, there are a few that I do like to, I would like to be a part of, but I don't, like the biggest thing is, what's the tide doing? Is the tide going in or coming out? Sorry, going out or coming in? And at this stage, it looks very much like the tide is just about to go out. So why would I be entering something when all the money flow is going to be hitting out? And that's just the way it looks. So I don't really know what's going to happen, but all I can do is pick up on what the market's telling me. And so far, it's telling me that we could be having a decline in the market. So when Bitcoin breaks out, showing strength, and everyone's enthusiastic about getting into the market, you'll see breakouts all over the shop. You'll see shooting the stars, engulfing, closing back above the 9. You'll see these things everywhere. And then that's what we're going to do on the best cryptos, the hottest cryptos at that time. Whereas now, okay, this is good, but what's the expectancy for success of this when the whole market's looking pretty negative? It all of a sudden puts a downer on this one. Even though it looks good, it's a bit of a downer. And the only reason why it's a downer is because everything's trading below the major moving averages. Now here, we're breaking this high again. So, there's a few of these we do need to watch. Like there's that's one of the signs that we're looking for. Here's another sign that we're looking for. There's another, rocket booster, same again. So we've got a few, and here's another one of these highs. So, and that's almost like a oblong looking cup with handle sort of thing. And it does look good, but I'd really like to buy this one, but I don't want to buy it while Bitcoin looks like this. If it was a bull market, I'd be all over it. Look at this. What are we going to do here? This is on the weekly. This is the beginning stages of a massive decline. Whereabouts are we going to come to? I don't know. But, like something like, it would not surprise me if we do decline, decline heavily, it might be somewhere in here, like on the base of that there, or the more likely place would be here, 1.5 cents. So from 9 cents to 1.5, or just straight back down to these lows here, we could find support back there. So yeah, who knows? These lows here would be first, and then these highs here would be second. But that does not look positive on the weekly chart. Always go to the weekly chart. That's where big money are going to be placing their decisions, especially on Monday 10 a.m. That's when we can get started. Anyway, I hope this has helped your traders, and just get a basic overall look at the market on what the direction is of the general feel of the market. And the way I'm seeing it is, I'm waiting for something positive, and we might see a lot of negative stuff before we see positive. So now's a good time to sit back and just watch the market, because this sort of stuff here, if this was upside down, I'd be looking at buying this if it had good volume. But this is the beginning stages of a good buy if it was upside down. So why would I be buying this when it's looking like it could be going the other way? I'm not. Anyway, traders, I hope this has helped. Any questions, let me know. Happy to help. Talk to you again soon. See ya.